Na srácok, ha minden igaz, akkor bele is kezdenék. Nyilakkal, illetve egérrel fogunk mászkálni. Oké. A Gone Home-ot fogjuk végigvinni. Szóval, ha minden igaz, ez egy nagyjából ilyen 2 óra hosszas experience. Olyan walking szimulátoros story stuff. Nem tudom egyébként, hogy miről szólhat, mert nem is játszottam még vele, tehát nekem ez egy új cucc lesz. Kíváncsian várom egyébként, hogy mi köré kavarták itt nekünk a történetet. Ha minden igaz, akkor ezen kívül még egy végigjátszásunk lesz ebben az évben.
So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport, so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to.
A csaj megy vissza az anyjához.
Love you. See you soon. Bye.
Ezért hívta, hogy most föl telefonon. Az anyuka nem vette fel? Vagy nem tudom. 95. június 7. Hajnal 1 óra 15 perc. Mondjuk? Legyen egy előre, aztán meglátjuk. Ezek mi vagyunk. Oké, egy nagyon picit. Érdekes. Várjátok. Ezéből egérből vegyünk lentebb egy kicsit. Controls-nál? Mouse sensitivity. Vagy ide. Ez még mindig gyors. Még felezzük. Elfogadható. Azt mondja, hogy közelíteni lehet. Katie, I'm sorry, I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Ezt akkor a lány írta. Vagyis akkor mi nem a lányt alakít. Ez mindig nagyon sok. Tehát akkor ezek szerint mi mindig nem a lányt alakítjuk. Locked. Hanem az anyukát esetleg. Itt a cucc. Ezek a nagy egérrántások, te jó Isten, pedig tessék, mekkorákat fordul. Elviselhetetlen, és pedig már nagyon lekúsztam egyébként. Egyik le legkisebbre. Igen, hát ez is gyors lesz, legkisebb. Ott a kulcs. Jó. Balról jobbra. Ezek a cuccok.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
Igen. De most komolyan, ez a ez a legkisebb. Sticky targeting mouse. A smoothing. Hát nem tudom, hallod, ez zavaró lesz nekem. nagyon sokat fog fordulni, például a legkisebben van. Ha. Miért lehet croucholni?
Sam. Sam.
Igen,
Hello. Sam.
itt vagyok.
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I
Ez
get back
volt a
on June 6th,
kezdet.
but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport, so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Daniel. Elég furcsa, azt mondja. Oké. És így rajzolódnak ki a dolgok.
Oh my god.
Sam's
You are
journey.
so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Itt mi van? Mindent ki lehet nyitni, érted? Examine paper. Okay. Technique. You can this get back. Ez nem van értelme egyébként most itt? I do not know, man. JF. Killing of JFK theory. Ó, ez az elnöknek a megöléséről szól az a könyv. Oké. Ide van egy kombi. Látszó. Ez miért forog? JFK president. Just call it. Okay. Mi most egyébként egy számot keresünk. Egyáltalán itt van-e? License number. Ez micsoda amúgy? Transgreen. Nem, Blacked Electric. Ez nem hozzá tartozik. Isten, itt ezt így nem lehet, de komolyan, hogy lehet ekkorákat fordulni? Úgy, hogy izén van. A grafik az nem érdekel, kém. Érted, le van véve. Bind controls. Ezek nem érdekelnek. Mouse sensitivity. Yeah. Értem. Fasza. Ó, de... Ez így nem lesz jó. Ez itt ilyen... könyvtárszerű dolog? Basszok. Rá lehet közelíteni. Milyen lehet rá közelíteni? The stranger under my roof. Nulla 451. Ez a jelszó. Jó. Tehát sétálni lehet, csak nem lehet. Sajnos. Szóval, hogy nulla... Hogy lehet? Jó, csak így lehet. 0, 4, 51. Nyilván valamiért ki lehetett nyitni. Dear Mr. Mason, please find enclose your original document and typed copy for... Jó, ez mennyire érdekel minket. Egy dokumentót találtunk, csak nem tudom, hogy bármire is jó. Arról jött. Hogy mondod? Valaki beszélt. Itt. Egy tévé megy. Megy a zene. Kenné neki a rockot. Bunker. Huntings and poltergeist.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense.
Erre lehet menni.
I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Szerintem itt ennyi van. És kikapcsoltam. Jó, azt mondja, erre akkor. Jelenleg ott vagyunk. A map, ez a journey. Jó. Akkor csold be. Now what? Micsoda zenék?
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind.
Csond legyen. Nem lehet. És egy ajtó. Someone to please give this to your mother. Okay.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did.
Ott volt a Kamehame.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild.
Locked. Why?
So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked.
Menjünk
And
akkor
that was
másik irányba,
when
mert az
she
az ajtó
asked me
zárva.
if I was that psycho house girl.
Az vagy te.
But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow. Akkor erre. Inkább semmi. Na, nincs ott semmi. Ez is lokkolva. Két ajtónk van lokkolva. Nézzük az emeletet. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Hát felkapcsol. Oh. Porszem. Oh. Lafting. Se. Érdekes. It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
De kijátékok. Oké. Szükségeltetek egy kód. Saját. Kell-e kód? Ide. Azt hol találjuk meg vajon? Biztos nem 1995 szerintem. English Creative Writing. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed. Most ez mi akar lenni? De nem biztos nem a 1995 az. Nem is tudtam, hogy be lehet nézni a kukába. Motor. Jó, ez tegi. Magazin. Ez egy radír. What why? Biztos nem 1995, szerintem biztos, hogy nem. Nem 1995. Itt sincs egyiken se, ugye? I think not. És időben? Cseszd meg. Pulp Fiction? Komolyan? Ó. Az ott vér, amúgy látjátok? El van törve. Nem biztos, hogy vér.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate.
Csak
I know
festette a
if I've
haját.
touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate.
Ezt nem tudom, mi
We
lehet.
looked into the mirror
Szemnek a
together after,
szobájában
and
van
I
valami.
expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Hát baszki, semmi. Ezek szerint. Unknown 64 6. Nem, biztos nem az. Miért hiányzik mindenhonnan a vevőegység? Sehol sincs amúgy igazából semmi. Ha, érdekes. Jó, itt sincs semmi. Jön azok. És komolyan. Fürdő után fürdő. Na jó. Még 3 olyan helyet találtunk, ahol valamit nem tudtunk csinálni. De inkább menjünk tovább. Ó. Fáj. Képek vannak itt leginkább. Érdekes. Minden esetre érdekes. Sehol sem. Jó, itt sincs semmi. What was that? Jézusom.
Sometimes you just have to lie to mom and dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to mom and dad situation.
Oh.
But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she
Valahol a
could tell.
sarokban van egy rejtett átjáró. Jó. Ez hasznos volt. Maga se. Ez hasznos volt. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Itt nem lehet, mert red light van. És most jelenleg az, hogy vissza kell mennem downstairs-re. I guess. Egyik... Ez lenne az? Huh. Down the floor. Jó, akkor ez nem itt van, hanem egyen lentebbi szinten. Hol megyek le? Erre? Azt hiszem. És akkor van egy library-nk. Arra, merre voltam. Miért van egy házban a rejtett rész? Nem, hanem ez a Dad's Office, ugye? Ez. Így van. Átmegyünk a library-be. Ami ez itt. Annak a jobb oldalán, azaz itt van egy izé. Rejtett rész. Azt a mindenét. Oké. But why? Oké. Itten compartments found 3. A library-ben van egy. Az upstairs hallon, illetve a foyerbe. ezeket kell most megtalálni? Akkor mindegyik mutatja. Én most ezzel itt elindulok. Ó, ez nyílt ki így. Jó. Csak azért visszamegyek, hogy megnézzük a másikat is. Miért? Miért van egyáltalán rejtett ajtó egy házban? Igen, itt vagyok folyosón, és ha azt nézzük, erre van a kijárat. Most itt. Oh. Private, do not read. Oké. Illetve... Wait a sec. Itt a Dad's Office-ban. Itt van egy. Nem? Nem. Nem a Dad's Office-ban van. Hanem a Library-nek. Így van, mert ott az átjáró. A Library-nek van ebben a sarkában valahol. Oh, Misfits. Maidenhead.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out.
És van még egy az
I was
emeleten.
turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous? After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, I really like you. I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Oh. Megvan. Items. 051. To open. First number. Right 3. Stop it. Turn left. Property of some private. Ez hova kell? Nem tudom. Ezt nem tudom, hova kell. Hello, hello, who are you? Oscar, what do you want? Come. Aztán értettem, hogy az is mit akar jelenteni. Jó. De elvileg ezt mi megnéztük, illetve... Megnéztük, amit akartunk. Wait a sec. Ez most... Samnek a szobájába megyünk. És akkor, ha azt nézzük, akkor... Ez most akkor ez. Property of Sam Private. 051. Most real, hogy 050. Nem hiszem. 1. És ez az. Mindjárt. Cigarett. Tak? Ez elég érdekes. Examine photo, Loni, 94.
Lonnie came over today.
Basement
But
key.
everything was different.
Oké.
She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me.
Keressünk
Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said
egy
she felt like she'd done
basementet.
something wrong that night in the city.
Talán
Like
ez
I must think.
az?
But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say. But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad.
A basement ott van.
She
Tehát nem
got up
erre,
and sat
hanem
next to me in
másik
the bed.
irányba.
I looked at her.
Jó neked.
Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Ó, megcsukott a csaj. Unlock. Nincs. Abban a pillanatban basement. Jó sötét van. Villanykapcs. Samanthának címezték. Samantha és Lonnie. Ajjajjaj.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret.
Kiszforká
Secret dating?
Caitlyn.
I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Szerette a csajt? Ez egy kazánál. Na, be van gyújtva egyébként. Csak mondom. Legalább nem fázik.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just
Menjünk
never
erre.
going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can. They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in
mi
mud,
van még
shouting
itt?
for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl.
Upstairs-ra
But
visz.
I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie.
Menjünk le, mert ott még
Stick
volt
with the
egy.
group.
Itt még volt egy, úgy annyira nem fogunk sietni. Itt volt ez. Igen, set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she
Kell
was
egy
like,
combination.
probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week
Vest.
now. And I finally got to see them play in
Ezt a
Todd's basement
méze,
today.
front,
And
library,
she's actually
kitchen.
really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's it's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Mi lehet ez vajon? Hol vagyunk? Ennél a résznél. Fuck, nem megy. Hát, de fa van. Ó. Biztos. Elég érdekes hangot hallottam egyébként az előbb. Mi lehet itt a kódom? Menjünk akkor a másik irányba. Arra illetve jobbra. Brett mobil? Komolyan? Customer skeleton. No. No. Ebben sincs, ugye nincs. Woman Outlaws, úristen. Aha. Ez rajzolt. Nekem az kéne, hogy... Mi a fenn a kód?
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation. Following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Tudom. Konkrétan semmi.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. They saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Hát semmi értelmes.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie.
Oh.
And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be
Ez
okay.
egy garázs?
For some reason, I almost believed him.
Igen, ezek garázsok onnan lenni, csak hát nem érdemes erre jönni. Erre? Azt hiszem. Girl Scout.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next.
Én se tudom,
I
hogy
can't
milyen.
live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt.
Oh.
I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Nem lehet megnyomni. Cover copy. Jó. Ezen túl vagyunk. And where we'll do it. Midnight. Find a professional comp. Van egy secret door. Foyer. Like a understairs, azt
We agreed our
mondja.
last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while.
Ott.
We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos. To find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on.
Igen.
I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I
Oh.
must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning,
Ez
I woke
elég
up.
durva.
and I was finally alone.
Oscar. Ide kell még egy gyertya, nem? Exorcism. Komoly. Ez a attic key. Hol az attic?
The sunset light in this house
Az attic
is the
az
saddest thing I've ever seen.
fönt van. Arra
I just
emlékszem.
want to sleep.
Az nem a izé.
When I'm in
Ami
the attic,
pirosan
almost
világított.
feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Ez a attik. Tudom unlockolni. Pedig pirosan van és erre nem lehetne fölmenni, de fölmegyünk. Oh.
Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem.
Ez micsoda?
She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Igen. Again.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need
Ezért
to
volt
be.
kiírva az elején,
I love you so much, Katie.
amit kiírt a csaj.
I'll see you again. Someday.
Elhagyta a csaj.
Sam.
Elhagyta bizony. Sad, egyébként sad story. Hát srácok, örülök, hogy velem tartottatok ezen a rövid experience-en. Valahogy hosszabb dologra gondoltam, de sikerült kivégeznünk időn belül. Úgyhogy mindjárt itt az év vége, srácok. Én azt mondom, hogy töltsük el aktívan, szóval én szerintem egy végigjátszást megtartunk nektek. Ebben az évben utána egy kis pihenőre megyünk, és januárban folytatjuk. Addig is, ha tetszett, like és komment formájában lehet jelezni. Szevasztok!